Hey YouTubers, this is going to be one of my first videos. I'm going to be talking about negative people that are in your life and how to cut them out. Um, so I recently just had a really bad incident happen with me with a person who was claimed to be my best friend. A couple months ago, we and another friend had a crazy whirlwind. They both one got broken up with, one broke up with somebody, and I was dealing with my husband being in the hospital and dealing with miscarriage. So we went to a happy hour on a Friday night, and we decided, well, let's go on a little road trip. Let's go somewhere that's not very far. So we did. We finished up our little happy hour. We went home and packed up a little tiny little bag of stuff and we went. Um, we wound up sleeping in a car. The two friends were in, one was driving and one was in the passenger seat, and I was squished in the back seat. I'm not a very big person, but it still was being squished in the back seat. They literally both passed out pretty quickly. It took me forever to fall asleep. My back was spazzing. I maybe got 2 hours of sleep, like REM, maybe some REM sleep. And then we went on a whirlwind place and were there all day. In the morning, we were driving to the place and we decided to stop because it was really beautiful because it was really early in the morning. And we were trying to run across the street, and because I hadn't warmed up my ankle yet, and I had sprained my ankle probably almost a year ago, I re-tweaked it. So then I was kind of in pain, and the fact that I hadn't slept very well, and I was starting to feel guilty about taking off for the weekend and leaving my husband at the hospital. But I fell through it. Took some Tylenol or Advil, I think, and took that, and was good to go. Changed shoes so that way my ankle would not get. And the trip was going very well. And then all of a sudden, about halfway through the trip, all of a sudden, my two friends started to make me feel like the third wheel. And being a youngest child, when you've become the third wheel. So, and then we were done with the one place, and we were heading back home, and I thought we were heading back home, and then they decided to stop at this mission and stuff like that, and I was tired. I just wanted to go home. My back just a bunch of things, and we were sitting there, and there was mass going on, so we couldn't go in. I was sitting there with one of the friends because the other friend was going to the restroom, and then we were talking, and all of a sudden turned around and my friend had disappeared. She didn't even tell me where she was going. She just disappeared. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell did she go? Finally, I found the other friend coming out of the bathroom, and I was like, can't. Well, she couldn't find the bathroom, first off, because she couldn't find signs. Couldn't read signs, because some people are like that. And so she went to the bathroom, finally waited for her, and she's like, where is the other friend? And I was like, I don't know. She kind of just turned around and she was gone. I looked everywhere for her. I kind of figured she was probably in the mass, but I didn't feel like going in there to go look for her and being rude like she was being, because there were people there telling, you can't go in, but whatever, she went in. So then she came out And both of them went in, and I, like, all of a sudden, I'm like, I had to go to the bathroom. And I kind of, walked away from it and went to the bathroom. And, they were becoming two of a pod, and I was just their extra boob, their extra whatever. Finally got into the car, and started to get a little upset, because I was starting to feel guilty about leaving my husband and stuff like that. And I'm guessing, just recently found this out yesterday, that I guess I had called them whores or something to that extent in the ride home. I'm a person who doesn't call people that name ever, because I don't want to be called a whore. But they both decided not to tell me. They both decided to cut me out, not invite me to their outings, or invite me out, or hey, how to go to this and that. They came to my birthday dinner, but one of them was just, a total bitch. Flat the fuck out. She was being a fucking bitch. She was, barely looking at me, not even really acknowledging me, doing selfies with the other friend, and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, let's do the pictures together. Because it's my fucking birthday, not yours. And before that, they both had not talked to me in almost 20 days. By that point in time, the one girl went from, hey, let's do, stuff once a week to every 2 weeks to once a month to every 3 months. Serious. Dead freaking serious. This is what this girl has done to me multiple times in the year, almost 10 years that I've known her. So I was like, whatever. Just, they're both single. They're divorced. I'm still married. We all kind of got married around the same time, and I'm still married. There's nothing against, because people do grow apart and stuff like that. But I've only been with one person. They both have dated multiple people and other things with multiple people. And I don't know I don't know anything about that world. Yes, it being in a serious relationship. Oh, I know buttload about that. And they're both beer drinkers and, like their alcoholic beverages. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against alcoholic beverages. But I don't need one every night. I don't need multiple drinks. It's when I'm like, not really going to be driving. I'm going to be here a long time. Then I'm like, yeah, totally. Or it's a celebration. Or I just feel like having a drink. Stuff like that. But the one friend that I am no longer friends with started posting on Facebook, like, pictures with her with other people, kind of like putting it in your face sort of thing, because I know she's done that. She's done that with me for her ex-boyfriend, like, look, I'm having a great time. Look at all these pictures with all these people. Yeah, that's the type of person she is. And then, and finally, I was like, I stopped following her on Facebook because I was tired of seeing it because it kept getting me upset and really hurting my feelings. And then I started to get over it, and I started following her again on Facebook. And then I saw, I think yesterday afternoon, a promotion for like a girls' night out. And usually she tags my name in them. She had tagged the other friend and one of her newer friends. And in the post. So I finally got up the balls to private message her on Facebook going, I see that we're not best friends anymore. And she turns it on me and going, you were horrible on the road trip. You called us whores. You're a horrible friend. You're horrible just being very negative and very hurtful towards me. And this was not the first time in the past few months that she has done that, or she has done this multiple times to me. And the thing is that the first time she did it recently, before yesterday's incident, I do some of like these live videos on a Facebook called the Journey Group, and I had a little bit of a breakdown because I was feeling very frustrated because I had huge birthday blues. And my husband was still very sick, dealing with loss of a miscarriage, and then dealing with people who were claiming to be my best friends, kind of treating me like I don't exist to them anymore. So I was doing something like this, and all of a sudden I just was talking and venting, and she turned it on me, saying I have an eating disorder, I'm crying wolf, all of this sort of stuff. And I kind of was like calling on her, and I'm like, it's kind of funny, you're the only one who's saying anything about it because you're pretty much one of the main people I was like kind of talking about in that video. But it was a general video. It was not just about her. It was about multiple people in my life kind of doing that sort of thing where they just all of a sudden don't want anything to do with me. All of a sudden they're like, don't want to hang out with me anymore. And they don't tell me why. And these people are like, oh, I tell everybody everything. I'm so honest and all this sort of stuff. Fucking bullshit. If you were fucking honest, you would have fucking came up in the balls to tell me that I had done something to insult you, hurt you, because I'm sorry, I thought I was able to be open and honest with you instead of just meh, I had to walk on eggshells. I can't say a certain thing, can't say this. I'm like, I've never said anything intentionally to hurt anybody. And that was what hit me the hardest yesterday, was that these two people that were claiming to be my best friends not informing me that I had done this, keeping it from me, not letting me know. That's where it hurts, because I did not know that this was going on. I'm sorry, when you're going through a lot of different emotions and you're tired and you just are having horrible few months or fucking couple of years where it's been off and on fucking trying to find a full-time job, trying to start a fucking new career, having your husband get sick, thought you were going to thought your dog was going to die, losing another baby right after your like literally the same day that your husband was on, you weren't sure what was going on with him. It was really bad, and the stress of that made you lose your guys' baby, But I wanted to get out of town. I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do something new, adventurous, because I take myself places when I can, but it's not always, sometimes you want to go with people. My husband's kind of a, come on. He's kind of a very huge homebody. And I most of the time am too. I love my TV shows. I'm like, I'm staying in tonight because I'm going to watch the 2-hour season finale of Supernatural, But I grew up with 2 older sisters, and there was a point in time in my life from 18 to about 21, where I lived kind of like Cinderella. I didn't have wicked stepsisters. I didn't have wicked mother or any her stepmother. Nobody was wicked to me. It was just I was put in a box, put away. Had to feed and water over 100 animals on my parents' property, you know. And honestly, even as a kid too, my TV shows were my friends. They were something that I could connect with, and it's sad, and a lot, you know, it's a sad chapter in my life. But I love my TV shows because they make me feel good. They make me, because I love stories and I love getting involved in a character and everything like that. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's a sad thing that I'm into TV shows. It's not. It's a good thing that I'm into TV shows. But part of the matter is that it's hard when you're trying to be an adult, and I always was like, I don't have any drama. I don't have any, you know, dramified people in my life. And I thought it was true, but I guess not. And I feel better now that I've cut her out, but it still hurts because I cared about her very much. And it breaks my heart, and it irritates me and hurts me to think that what else is people keeping from me, that are not telling me, that they're not informing me. I mean, I have it happen to me all the time with my family. Like, everybody just assumes I found out, and then I'm like the last person to know. And I have family who lives in different states. I have family who lives here where I live, and I find out from people who don't live in the same state as the family that I live less than 15-20 minutes away from. So that's the story of my life. Again, second year in a row, I had my grandmother forget my birthday. And again, this year I also had my niece, who will be 21 in October, forget my birthday as well, or did not acknowledge to me about my birthday. I have a grandfather who just recently, yesterday, found out has maybe 2 more weeks, has been on hospice, off and on hospice for over a year. And he was sick, and he got sick during my birthday, and he's still on his hospital bed, found a way to call me on my birthday. So there's a lot of people like, well, your grandmother's old, and I'm sorry, that's not an excuse, because she talks to my family, she talks to my sisters, or talks to my sister, my aunt who sees her on a regular basis. She writes birthdays on calendars every freaking year. She went from like taking me out to lunch or some sort of treat for my birthday, except for the past 2 years. And it hurts because I gave her a really thoughtful gift earlier this year, or end of last year, earlier this year, and I got nothing. I got a candle, a nasty candle, for Christmas. And my grandmother does have money, so no excuse here. Then my aunt, I do have 2 cousins that are, one just turned 9 and the other is going to be 6 or 7. I think he's going on 7. And so I am not in categories in that category anymore. So that's my sort of thing. So, alright, YouTubers. Um, this is my first video. It's kind of a bitch video, but I needed somewhere where nobody knows me so I can blurt it all out and speak my mind. And if I sound like a bitch, please let me know. Or if any of you guys have had the same thing happen to you, I would love to hear from you. Just saying, even though I am no longer speaking to this person, she's still in my heart, and if there were something serious to happen with her and she were to need me, I would be there for her. So, just saying. Alright, guys, again, this is my first YouTube video. I just needed to vent on a format that people didn't know me. So, alright, guys, again, thanks if you watch this video, YouTubers. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do enjoy this and you want more videos like this of me either talking about TV shows, daily life, my struggles with my healthy lifestyle and weight loss, I am for any sort of format. So, alright, guys, thank you again. If you do watch this video on YouTube, please leave me a comment or subscribe to my channel. Again, alright, thank you. Bye.